Good morning, everyone. What is freedom? What is the recognition of your own freedom or, essential being? Is it an understanding? Is it an idea or a concept? Is the mind needed at all to know this? The discursive mind, the analytical mind, the intellect. Is then any of that needed to know yourself as pure being? Let's have a holiday. Blown wide open, pure knowing being. If you know yourself as this, if you recognize pure being, is this to be found anywhere in a book? Anywhere? Even the best book? Is it to be found there? In some words? How can it be? No words can touch this at all. No. I don't want the value of what I'm sharing to have anything to do with the words that I use, but I want the value to be recognized in between the words. I've worked with many hundreds of people over the years, and I see what people write often online. And I see that the philosophic mind is still trying to understand something quite often. Somehow the idea is there that if I get the proper understanding or put it all together like a puzzle piece in my mind, then that will be the goal of what I'm looking for. Ramana Maharshi was asked, there was an amazing philosopher that saw Ramana in the early days. Kavyakanti Muni, I think his name was. He had a few different names. He was a towering figure of literature and philosophy and everything. He came to Ramana as a devotee of Ramana. And Ramana's, of course, teaching is so simple. And his mind was so in love with itself that he couldn't really ultimately recognize even. He probably felt he understood what Ramana was saying, but that has no bearing on freedom whatsoever. And he was a towering figure, an amazing poet. Like, since he was a kid, he was considered like a prodigy. And then when he finally died, Ramana was asked, did he attain liberation before he died? Ramana said, how could he? He was too infatuated with his mind. I see a lot of that, actually, myself. I'm not judging anything. That's just the way it is. Let's be on holiday. See if any philosophy or concept has anything at all to do with freedom. Look now. Look. Be nothing. Reduced down to the most common, lowest denominator of yourself. What words? Well, mind doesn't like this one bit, because then it's out of work, It's out of business. Mind, by this I mean ego, mind, analytical, intellect, discursive mind. It's out of a job. It's fired. And so it revolts. You have to see for yourself, For the more philosophical, conceptual-minded people, everybody's different. Everything's fine. Really, see for yourself. See if that mind is trying to impose something, understanding or comparison or concept or philosophy. Just see it, that's all. To really just be free of that is not a small thing, because it leaves you hanging nowhere, free falling, with nothing mental or conceptual to claim some kind of false security. Oh, now I know. Like that. Doesn't take anything just to be, except, well, not that you choose this, but the willingness to be empty-handed completely and utterly. What would you be without that false support of conceptual, analytical, discursive, intellectual mind? What would you be? Well, nothing special is one thing that comes to mind. Nothing special. A lot of our intellectualizing and philosophizing is with a bit of an insidious belief that it makes me something to have this great philosophy or understanding, or not even in a grandiose way, but just even in a very subtle way. Just I have something that I understand, and that keeps me alive as a separate self. And also the idea that more and more understanding is going to get me somewhere. There's an endless, unnavigatable sea leading nowhere. To come out in the sun and be nothing, oh, it's rare. There's no judgment. There's nothing to judge. There's discrimination to see in your own experience, in your own being, what is still being depended upon. Often it's the mind, mostly. Just to see that, that's all. And then have a holiday from that. A holiday is exactly what it suggests. Having a holiday, a break. Have a break. Have a holiday from all of that for a moment. And just be. If you want to be free, you have to be willing to be fired, or preferably resign that control. Then you know, not with knowledge, not with concept or philosophy. You know, in the real meaning of the word, knowing. Which is the same as being. It's good to be with you. I'll be back again tomorrow. Peace.